Hi, today I'm going to tell you a few things that have been allowing my skin to shift into its highest, clearest state as someone who has previously suffered from hormonal acne for many years. I'm finally in a place where I feel like I'm healing my skin, I'm transitioning to just beautiful, clear skin, and it feels really good. And I know what it feels like to struggle with acne, and so I want to help anyone who feels that they want to take any tips that I give today. So I'm gonna start with skincare. And a few months ago, maybe 8 months ago, now that I'm thinking about it, around January, I decided that I'm not using anything on my skin that is not natural. So for the past 10-ish years or so, less than that, I'll say for the past maybe 7 years, I have on and off used medication topically from a dermatologist or from a esthetician, and these topicals had harmful ingredients. So some of the things that I have used were Epiduo, benzoyl peroxide, retinol or retin-A, and none of these things aligned with the sexy, natural woman that I saw myself to be. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna stop using everything, see how my skin feels, reacts, whatever it shows me is just showing me areas that I need to work on. And so I used that time to really begin to perceive myself differently, and I realized that my skin was reflecting how I perceived myself and how I was interacting with the world and things that were going on inside of me. So I took my healing and progression very seriously. I said, I'm done. I'm not getting any more chemical peels. I used to get chemical peels to treat my blemishes and everything, and then after that I would have to use the benzoyl peroxide. It was just a process, and I wanted to be free. I wanted to be just able to use natural things and feel good and go about my day and not have to worry about anything. And it was also a mindset shift. So being someone who was very dependent on those things for years and not using anything made me feel a little bit off. I don't know, I just lost that safety, that feeling of safety. I didn't feel safe. So here are some things that made me feel safe. I started using sea moss gel as a face mask and as like a topical treatment, as I would use the benzoyl peroxide or the retinol. But I don't use the sea moss like that anymore. I stopped doing that because I realized it was just more of a placebo type of thing in place of the way that I used to use those medications. And so I just cut that out, and now I feel more free. But use something natural, that such as sea moss, that works for you to kind of cut out those bad, harmful chemicals. Something else I started doing is oil cleansing. I don't oil cleanse every day. I probably do it once or twice a week. And I feel that has helped me significantly. In the beginning, it was daunting putting oil on my skin, because if you have acne, you might have oily skin, or the dermatologists say that you do have oily skin. And I don't necessarily believe this, but I think there's a lot that goes into it anyways. So putting that oil felt like this is the opposite thing that you should be doing. And it was getting me out of my comfort zone and allowing me to really touch my face and feel my skin, feel what came up. And at first it was very uncomfortable, but I decided to make it more of a pleasant experience, giving me just a time for meditation, taking my time with it, massaging my face with the oil, and that felt really nice and rejuvenating. And this is a practice that I still have. And I also started making a natural face mask that I would do twice a week as well. And this face mask consisted of aloe vera powder, neem powder, honey, and I recently added neem oil to the mask. Neem is one of those herbs that is really good for the skin if it works for you. You also have to figure out what products are going to work for you, what herbs work best for you. It may take some trial and error, but there are some known herbs that are really good for the skin, such as aloe vera and neem. So I decided to stick with these once I realized, okay, they actually work for me. And I also use honey. Honey is great. Honey is something that I have grown to love so much, and it has many amazing properties for the skin, and it feels very luxurious on the skin. And sometimes to this face mask, maybe once or twice a month, I'll add bentonite clay or Aztec clay to really help cleanse the skin. I don't like to do it every week because it can dry out the skin. So again, you gotta figure out what your skin needs, what works for you, and this may take a while. For me, I had to really be persistent and consistent and know where I was going, and now I still know where I'm going. And that felt so good, being free from anything that I didn't want to use felt so good. There were times where I wanted to go back and use those topicals because I knew that they would work, right? They're chemicals, they're medication, they're made to work, but I knew that in the long term they would be damaging to my skin, which is probably what they were doing for all those years, damaging my skin barrier, so that even when I wanted to use natural products, it seemed like they weren't working because my skin was just damaged. And so just being in that process and falling in love with the process of healing your skin naturally and seeing what is really causing your skin to act this way and how you perceive yourself and tweaking those things really took me far. It's taken me where I am now, where I'm just more confident, and I know that I have more evolving to go through, and I'm just excited for that. But I feel so beautiful, and as a woman, it's important to feel beautiful and to look beautiful, and that's a big part of it too, is actually feeling that you are beautiful. Feeling that, knowing that you're beautiful is a game changer no matter what, because you are a soul in a vessel, and this vessel is just carrying you. The vessel is just showing you certain things that you need to be aware of. You can't be mad at the vessel for showing you. It's just the messenger. So don't hate on the messenger. Take the message. And now I'm gonna move on to actual brands that I have grown to like. And again, figure out what works for you, but these brands have a number of products and they're all natural brands. So number one brand that I've been using for a long time is Sensual Aroma. Sensual, SCENTUAL, aroma, like a smell, Sensual Aroma. And they're great. Natural products, small business, love them. Another brand is Earth Harbor. Earth Harbor has great natural products, some organic natural products too. So I think Earth Harbor might have mostly organic products, and Earth Harbor is great. I love the colors, the products. They just make me feel so good and feminine and clean. Another brand is The Organic Skin Co. They have some great products as well. And last but not least, Miracle Botanicals. Miracle Botanicals has a lot of essential oils, but they also have some pretty good all natural skincare. And there are so many other amazing natural and organic skincare companies out there. If you're looking for a good place to find these things, look up Pretty Organic Girl. There is a blog that has so many natural skincare products. If you're into sunscreen, they have that. They have daily moisturizers, facial cleansers, face masks, all these different types of things that are good for your skin because the products are organic, natural, and you can for yourself read the ingredients and make sure that each ingredient is something that you are comfortable with using on your skin. Some other things that have helped me are just using food in a way where I've figured out the things that can upset my digestive system, what my body doesn't really like. And again, this takes trial and error. This takes actually listening, eating something, taking a moment to pause, taking a day and seeing, okay, what did my body do? Is there a consistent theme for the effects that this food or drink has on my body that shows up every time that I eat or drink it? So some of these things for me, for example, were chocolate and popcorn, two of my favorite things that I have taken a break from. Who knows, maybe I'll indulge in chocolate and popcorn in the future. But whenever I ate, let's start with chocolate. I think it was connected to some type of emotional, it definitely was an emotional eating type of thing where I was eating the chocolate for comfort. Chocolate for me was always a comfort food, right? I received chocolate from loved ones on holidays, received chocolate from romantic partners, received chocolate or bought chocolate at the movies where I could escape. And that brings me to popcorn. Chocolate and popcorn were my favorite movie combo. And movies were the movie theater in specific was somewhere that I could escape. And it felt so good just sitting, watching a movie, being out of my head for a while, eating on my chocolate and popcorn. And I found myself, when I was craving an escape, eating that chocolate and popcorn. I would go to the corner store, get a bag of popcorn and chocolate. And as I have changed to eat healthier, I would make it organic popcorn, only Himalayan salt and avocado oil, and the chocolate would be vegan and not have any harmful weird ingredients. But still, it was that emotional thing that was driving me to eat it, and therefore it was still not agreeing with me. And so I just decided I'm not gonna eat it. But knowing certain things that your body just doesn't like is gonna be important. And I know it's hard sometimes to be like, I don't want to give this up. And you don't have to. There's so many other things that you can eat to give you the same satisfaction. And if you want, really work through those feelings to be able to eat that food and not have a connection there, which is kind of where I am. Because one day, best believe, maybe, I don't know. Okay, I might enjoy some popcorn and chocolate again. They're just two joys that I feel like, okay, I'm working my way back to being comfortable with eating them. It's still about that comfortability that you have with your food. You got to be comfortable, or else if you're not comfortable and you're eating something, it's not going to be good. Another thing that has helped me is fasting, for sure. Fasting, because it is amazing for healing the body and detoxing, getting rid of those things in your body that you are releasing through your skin. There are things that need to be released emotionally and things that need to be released physically, and these things are definitely connected. And a lot of the time you're going to be doing both if you're really on your healing journey and living it. And so fasting was very helpful in that physical elimination. Also, using cleanses like colon cleanses, and good colon cleanses, Dr. Missions, they have a great one that I have used. And using herbs, you can get aloe vera leaf. Not only is it good topically, but it serves as like a laxative. So get you an aloe vera leaf, cut it, blend it. I made aloe vera ice cubes and put them in my smoothies. So making sure that you are eating healthy and allowing your body some help with detoxing, digestion, and things like that is super important. And trust the process. Everybody is different. But when your body is telling you something, you have to listen. Or you can go to the dermatologist and do that, but you're still going to want to listen to your body even if you're doing that. So thank you for listening. I hope you have a great day. Peace.